I am Victoria of Baden, born a Duchess, and Queen of Sweden for much of my life. Though my heart belongs to my beloved Baden, it was in Sweden that my destiny unfolded, entwined with the life of King Gustav V, my husband. The years from 1907 to 1950 were marked by profound transformations, not just for my family, but for the world itself. When I ascended as Queen in 1907, I embraced my role with a deep sense of responsibility. Sweden, then a constitutional monarchy, required not only symbolic leadership but also steadfast support for cultural and social progress. As Gustav and I navigated the complexities of royal duty, I dedicated myself to advancing education and improving health standards, particularly for women and children. I sought to inspire by example, emphasizing discipline, dignity, and devotion. My relationship with Gustav was both my strength and my challenge. While he ruled with a quiet resolve, our personal lives were complex. Gustav's interests and priorities often diverged from mine, and our bond, though enduring, was not without its trials. Yet, we shared a common commitment to our nation, which united us in purpose. The Great War, 1914 to 1918, cast a shadow over Europe, and though Sweden remained neutral, the conflict reverberated within our borders. I advocated for humanitarian efforts, supporting refugees and ensuring that Sweden's neutrality served as a beacon of peace and relief. These years deepened my resolve to address the suffering of the vulnerable. The 1920s and 1930s brought both hope and unease. I observed the rise of modernity with a mix of admiration and trepidation. Technological advancements dazzled the imagination, yet political tensions simmered. As a queen, I was expected to maintain composure, but as a woman, I worried for the fragile equilibrium of our world. By the time the Second World War erupted in 1939, I had already retreated to a quieter life due to my declining health. Still, I watched with anguish as Europe descended into chaos once more. Gustav maintained Sweden's neutrality, a difficult and delicate path. I took solace in the small ways I could contribute, offering support to relief efforts and lending my voice to calls for compassion and understanding. In my later years, I reflected often on the changing role of monarchy in a modernizing world. By the 1940s, the institution I had served for decades was adapting to new realities. Democracy flourished, and I welcomed the Swedish people's evolving role in governance. I believed deeply in the values of equality and justice, which I hoped would define Sweden's future. As my journey neared its end in 1950, I felt at peace. Though I had faced challenges, some personal, others global, I found fulfillment in the knowledge that I had lived with purpose. My legacy, I hoped, would not be measured solely by my titles but by my contributions to Sweden's progress and my unwavering dedication to its people. And so, I leave you with this: a life of service is not without sacrifice, but it is in the service of others that one finds true meaning.